In this video we are going to download MySQL database. Traditionally we will download SQL driver and install that one, but what we will do here, instead of that we use Docker image, which is which Docker image of MySQL, and we will run that in the our system, so that we can have the Docker. Instead of having it installed in our system, we will have the Docker through the Docker image. We will be running it. So for that we need to, in my system, Docker is already installed. Let me open the terminal. If you see, and if I run the Docker command, so it is already installed, or you can check Docker version. -v. See, I have already Docker version of 29.1.3 is installed. If you want to install Docker, that will be very easy, that you can install. Okay, and once it is installed, there is a command to download and run. Okay, I'm using this command. See, if you see this command, docker run -- name my whatever the name we have to give. Okay, my-mysql, the name of the container, how it should run. Okay, and on which port. By default it will run under 3306 port MySQL, so the same we are giving here also, and we are using the password as my secret password, and this is the image name like MySQL, which is the latest image we are trying to pull. Okay, so what it will do, if I run this command on the terminal, okay, command v, I'm just pasting and copying and pasting it on the terminal. Now you will see, see, Docker is not running, it is saying. See, if you see the container name MySQL is already running already. This is the error it is giving. Why? Because earlier I have already installed, I have running the Docker container earlier. So let me open the Docker in the UI mode. Okay, or you can do Docker images. So this is already done, and Docker ps, Docker ps -ca. So this is already run, so we have to remove it, or we should have this Docker. Let me, oh come on, should delete. Docker desktop. Let me open Docker desktop. What happened to it? Let me kill that, just a minute. So if this kind of happening, kill Docker demo Mac. I'm trying to search and delete Docker terminal, kill all Docker desktop. Okay, now let me open the Docker. So this is the Docker desktop. Here the container is already running, already is with the name, that's why I'm trying to delete it. Okay, first I will delete the image also is already downloaded earlier. Let me delete that one as well. So if you see images and containers, nothing is there. Now if I will rerun this command, okay, docker run, which one image, this command, if you use the command run, it will download and run. Let me do this, enter. So what it is saying, unable to find image locally. So this image is not there because we have deleted from the local, right? So this is Docker desktop, which helps us the UI interface. We can use the command pad as well, but here it isn't. I'm not going to explain about anything about Docker, right? I'm just trying to tell you how to download the Docker image and run it. So for that purpose we're doing it. So I'm not giving the full details about it. Now we are downloading the Docker image. Let's wait for a minute, it will complete. You can skip the video if it is unnecessary for you. So the download was completed. Now if you go to the Docker desktop, see, you are seeing the image which is there, and we can run it as well. We can use this button and run. And but because we have already used the command run, right, it is already running also, it is downloaded as well as running also. So you see, this is the image, it is already running. Okay. The docker, now the docker is installing in a way, instead of installing in our local machine, what I have done, I have used the docker image, so that in whenever is not required, we can save the space, like whenever it is required, then only we can run the database. So that is the for that purpose I have done like this. So now we need to connect to this database. How you can connect? We can use the MySQL workbench. This is one of the way where we can connect to this one, or any idea we need for to connect to any database. Okay, I have DBeaver. This is a database connector. It supports to connect to multiple databases. So if you see this one, and I'm searching for MySQL. Okay, this is the MySQL database, this thing. And next, and here the database, we have not created any database, right? um, and username is root, password is by default it will have the one user is created, which is root. For that, password is while creating the image itself, right, we have given the password like this, MySQL root, my secret password. Okay, this is the password that we have given, that I'm adding in the DBeaver password, my secret password. Okay. And driver properties, let me try to connect it. So it is not able to connect, right? Public key retrieval is not found, it is not able to connect. So we will go to the driver settings and go to the libraries and selecting the MySQL connector and selecting OK. And now test it. Download MySQL, you are able to do download. It is not doing. Let me go again, libraries. Okay, test connection, edit driver. Let me do this thing, finish. Oh, it is all we have selected, right? Public retrieval is not found. What happened again? Edit connection. I'm doing edit connection and go to the driver settings, libraries. I'm selecting it. Default properties, advanced global, localhost, licenses, libraries. Okay, driver license. Okay, now do the test connection, download. Public key retrieval not allowed. Let me do host. Okay, edit connection, connection variable information, driver settings. Information. Edit connection. Here what we will do, there is one thing, let me search with this error, what is the issue. Okay, public key retrieval not allowed. Let me check with the browser only. Okay, if you find this issue, what we will do here, we will have the another way of adding the connection. Okay, Jdbc, this one, it is allowing the public key retrieval. Okay, so let me replace this URL with this one. Okay, text connection, unknown database DB. Oh, it is connected, if you see now. Okay, what is that? If edit connection details, now it allowed. Let me do test connection. Okay, it is saying this is the driver. Okay, we need to add that connection once allow the driver to download. Okay, that is the only thing we need to do. Okay, general metadata test connection is working. Okay, and go to the connection settings, host URL only it is doing, driver settings, libraries. Okay, just do that settings one more time. Just you go to the URL and just add once and deliver it. It will download the driver. And if you do text connection, it is that download driver files, download SQL files. You are able to download files from the later. Okay, cancel. Now done. Okay. Okay, connection local has been changed. You want to reconnect? Yes. Okay, it is connected to the localhost database. There is no databases we have. Okay, we have to create one database here. So just this is how we need to connect. Later I will tell you how to connect to the database, everything. Okay, this is how we need to do. Let's say if you kill this one, let's say if you stop this container. Okay, now if you try to disconnect, and if you try to do connect, connection refusal because I have killed the container. Again, if I start this one, it should connect again. So we need to do same setup, edit connection, advanced. Okay, edit connection, go to the host and open this one. Again, copy the same command that we have done, right? Command C once. Okay, host. Okay, and okay. So now it is connected to the database. You are able to see these things. Okay, later I will make sure, like, we can use any of the data. I'm using DBeaver. Like, maybe you can use the MySQL workbench, the same things. Like if you go anywhere, like we need to give these details only, MySQLs, and next here you need to give the host URL, root name, password. That's all. That's what you have to give, whatever the process you have used. Okay, finish. That's all. It created one more connection for me. Okay, thank you.